A Michigan family is left heartbroken and devastated after the speeding driver who killed their loved one avoided jail time recently at his hearing. This is truly not fair. So 18-year-old Flynn McCrell, who is pictured here in the center, was killed instantly back in November of 2023. That was when his friend, who was 16 years old at the time, pictured here on the left, Kiernan Tague, lost control of his mom's BMW. This was while he was going over 100 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour residential zone. This was in Grosse Pointe. Now, the one who was driving, Kiernan, is now 18, and he was reportedly charged with second-degree murder. However, he took a plea deal, and this was for a reduced charge of manslaughter with a motor vehicle. Reportedly, Kiernan lost control of the vehicle just 5 minutes after he picked Flynn up. This was while he was traveling over 100 miles per hour, and he hit a pole, and then he hit a tree. The force of the impact completely totaled Kiernan's mom's BMW X3M, and it immediately killed Flynn, who was reportedly an amazing swimmer at the University of Dayton. Kiernan was reportedly charged with adult designation, which means the judge had the option of sentencing him as a juvenile or as an adult, or to create a blended sentence. But on this past Friday, the judge decided to release Kiernan on probation with the condition that he serve 19 to 38 months at the Wayne County Detention Facility if he violates any of his probation terms. According to reports, the terms of his probation include being required to live in a secure facility such as a residential treatment center instead of at home. Reportedly, Flynn, the victim's mom here on the right, is devastated. Her name is Ann Vanker. She has called the sentence that Kiernan got a gross miscarriage of justice, and I totally agree. She stated that it's a cunning, manipulative, criminal individual who just once again was not held accountable for killing her son. She also said that Kiernan's fake tears were disgusting. She asked, "Do you know how much pain and energy and suffering it is to have no justice and still have no justice?" She says she waited the last year and a half for justice and still got none. Bless her heart. According to reports, the victim's family, Flynn's family, begged the judge to give Kiernan the maximum sentence possible. Flynn's brother Thomas stated he was robbed of being able to see his brother graduate, or him being the best man at his wedding, or getting to see his children. He said that during the hearing. Now, it was said that Flynn's family also requested that Kiernan's mom be investigated. That's Elizabeth Poirot Tague. That was after text messages emerged that shows she was fully aware of her son's habit of speeding dangerously. She also knew he was speeding because she had a GPS app on his phone connected to his phone called Life 360. There was one message that Elizabeth wrote to her son Kiernan on September 14th of 2023, which was 2 months before the fatal crash. It reportedly told him to slow the F down right now. And there were also videos that were released by local police that showed Kiernan recording himself recklessly driving and going way over the speed limit on multiple different occasions. He reportedly went speeds of 127, 143, 102, 150, and 155 miles per hour on separate days in July and August. He also filmed himself drag racing in September and October of 2023. Unacceptable. The charges were never filed against Elizabeth, his mother, because the prosecutor's office said she took reasonable measures to assert parental control over her son over the years. Really, reasonable measures would have been grounding him and not allowing him to drive her fast car anymore. Absolutely unbelievable. It was said at the hearing, Kiernan apologized to Flynn's family and called Flynn his best friend. He said his heart was profoundly heavy with grief, regret, and remorse. Anyway, this is absolutely unreal. Now, y'all, I understand accidents happen, but going 100 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone is completely reckless and senseless. Furthermore, I know boys will be boys and they'll speed their cars and race. I get that. But going this fast that many times is careless and unacceptable. And honestly, he should have been placed in jail just for that. It was only a matter of time before he killed someone. I understand why Flynn's family is heartbroken. This is in no way justice, but just a mere slap on the wrist. He will likely go back to speeding one day, but let's just hope another tragedy doesn't happen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime, be sure to follow. And if you're over on YouTube, make sure to subscribe.